Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play series. We are playing Distant Worlds Universe with the Beyond Extended Universe mod, version Alpha 0.62. Now this episode is going to be strictly introduction and setup. So if you want to see gameplay, please skip ahead to episode 1. I will not be playing the game in this episode, but just setting up and talk about the mod a little bit. So when we look for that, the team, the Beyond Extended Universe Alpha is going to have a whole bunch of new races and governments, and the main thing about it is that it will have a lot more differences in the races, I would say, and it basically cluster the races into a bunch of different groups, and it will make for a lot more interaction between the groups. I'll bring up the website here so that that you can see it. So here is the Beyond Extended Universe mod, and this is the description of it. I would just scroll down here, and you can pause the video to look at it if you would like, and I'll include a link to it in the description of the video. But the main thing that interests me is this breakup in the races. So the 42 races are broken down into these four groups: the Light Alliance, the Dark Forces, the Red Coalitions, and the Blue Pack. And the races and governments are made in a way that these guys will most likely to cluster together. Same with these guys and these guys and these guys, and then they most likely, the light and the dark will hate one another, and the red and the blue hate one another, and things like that. So it will make for a lot of inter-alliance fightings, which is going to be interesting. And I'll just scroll down here slowly so that you can pause and read if you would like. And again, I'll include a link in the at the bottom of the description of the video. So here are the various races that have been implemented, and these things are also put into the galactic Wikipedia, if you will. The Galactopedia is really cool, and there's a lot of work has been done in this mod, so I'm looking forward to play it. Now, a friend of mine actually suggested this mod because actually he was having trouble with a bug in the mod, and I was helping him fixing it, and then as a result I'm a little hooked on it, so I'll figure I'll give it a try. So let's go ahead and create a new game, and we will start a custom game as a standard empire. And this time I'll make sure I'll start at the same starting point as everyone else. You can pause the video and look at all these in details, but I would just talk about these briefly. First of all, we start at 700 stars instead of my regular start with 400 stars. The reason being is in order to incorporate all the races, I need to have enough stars for that to matter. And at 400 stars, I was not able to include all the races. So I bumped up to 700 stars. Everybody start at pre-warp, and I'll make sure that I start there as well. Aggression is chaos. Difficulty is very hard. I don't know enough about the mod yet, and with the inclusion of the improved AI mod and everything else, I might not be able to do as well as I normally would have. So I don't want to go directly to extremes. I'll stick it very hard. And one of the things that I have modified, again to the suggestion of my friend, is that I increase the research cost to 300k, which is between expensive and very expensive. Expensive itself is 240, very expensive is 480, and so we put something in the middle, 300k. That makes research a lot slower. So every tech that we get is going to be, will have to be deliberate, and it will be meaningful. Otherwise I end up in the tech race where you wait for a whole bunch of tech before you actually do a retrofit, because you can get techs very quickly. Um, we start with none of the creatures. Through some event, some creatures will still spawn. And the other interesting thing is we'll start with zero pirates. Um, we had a long discussion about this, and pirates actually make the games a lot easier if you have many pirates and not too strong pirates, because they will help you with fighting creatures, they will help you with smuggling materials that you need, and all those things. So we'll make this with no pirates. And the other thing about pirates is that they usually are a penalty against some empires and not others. For example, if you start out a few pirate faction and they are closer to some empires than others, then those empires will be pinned down by the pirates where the other faction prospers. So I've decided to go with no pirates, and this should give everyone a even starting chance. Then we go to colonizations and territory. So we make it plentiful and plentiful for both the colony prevalence and independent life. And that means that we will have, we can click on it, and there's a help text right there. Plentiful means that there'll be a lot of places that we can colonize, and all these independents will hopefully be a contributing factor. And I have turned off the two other things. One is I minimize the colony influence range again from my friend's suggestion, and at 10%, basically this will only influence your own system. So whichever system you colonize, you have influence over that system. Anything that is not colonized is fair game for everyone. So you can build mining station on any non-colonized systems, so that you will have people building mining station everywhere, hopefully, and probably a lot more conflicts, because people will not be able to just claim a nearby system and start doing things that way. And with 10% influence range, people can mine any non-colonized system basically. And I turn off enforced colonization range limits, because this seems to penalize the AI a lot more. As a player, you can always capture independence and do other things, but turning this off means that you can colonize anywhere in the galaxy, which means the empires will not be a compact cluster of planets, and instead they will just be all over the place. And with the chaotic setting, I think that will make for a lot more warfares and things. So as far as our race goes, I think we'll pick the one race that was fleshed out in this mod, and I don't remember exactly which one that is, so give me 1 second while I look through it. Not ex-humans, especially since we've played 2 games with them already. And some of these are standard from the extended universe mod. So this, I believe, is the one that's fleshed out. That's the one that that was features in this this mod. And so we are playing the Ergreagds. I'm not sure how you even pronounce that. These guys, so they are dark forces. Okay, let's take a look at them again. So they are avian race, volcanic, 17% reproductive rate, so middle of the line. Aggressive, reckless, unfriendly, intelligent, unreliable. These doesn't mean anything unless it's the AI. Since we're playing them, that doesn't mean anything. We have better spies at 20%, lower troop maintenance at 5%, lower war awareness at minus 50%. We have plus 5 happiness for silicon, minus 4 for Osalia, and plus 6 strength bonus to troop with Otanium Opal. And the race victory most likely will make it almost like the X-Human Authority, which is you have to conquer a lot of the galaxy to win. That may dial down a bit just because we have alliances and things. And obviously we have better research on volcanic and desert and things of that nature, but ocean and ice will be more difficult for us. We have an extra intelligent agent, more likely to generate colony governor and troop general and scientist. These seems a little bit overpowered to me, but I'm playing this as a role play thing, so I'll pick this, but these seems very overpowered to me. If I were to play a normal game, I would probably not pick this race, because colony governors are really powerful, and scientists and troop generals. So to have these high chance means you can pretty much put a colony governor on every one of your planet and make them all very good, I think. So this one can only have a single government type, which is, I forgot which one it was, but we'll find out real quick in the next screen. There's no special technology, no disallowed technology, faster troop regeneration. I don't think this really matters, since if you put a medical facility on the planet or on the ships, it'll be pretty quick anyway. So our empire, we will start. I was going to start a game as the Viserion, but this case we'll go and start as the Ergreagds. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. Ergreagd. And if the author of the mod watch this, please chime in and correct my pronunciation. ERD. I forgot it already. REAGD. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll start smack in the middle of the galaxy. The home system is normal, so we are going to be exactly as everyone else. We start at starting level, pre-warp, tech level, normal corruption. Our government, wow, I did not realize we actually get 1, 2, 3 different government. I actually changed the mod because this was what was crashing the game, to allow nepotism in there, but I also changed it before I start this game. It didn't get reflected here, but I changed it from nepotism to monarchy instead. So instead of nepotism, you're allowed to have a monarchy in one of these. So I don't know what these things are. Let's click on them and see. So this Margard Dominion has normal everything except growth rate is minus 10%. Maintenance, cross, and war awareness even lower than we had before. The supremacy has lower approval, more corruption, more research, less income. And then the Commonwealth have better approval, less corruption, better growth rate. Let's do this. This seems like the optimal government for these guys. I'm not sure if this is making the game easier for me or not. I assume that it is compared to the other ones, because this one you have less growth rate but less maintenance. Minus 40% maintenance is huge. This one minus 10% maintenance plus 25 research and better recruitment and war awareness. So these may be very similar to one another. I like the approval one just because I tend to, with my luck, I tend to have leaders and colony governors that have approval hits, so I would like to have that. So I hope that it balances out with the other ones. And then this is the reason why I have 700 star, because I want to have all 45 empires starting, and the independent are allowed to start as well. And the other 45, so we have 46 races in total. When you look at this, there's I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. There are 48 here, unless these are not all the same. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Oh, the reason, so there's 48 here and there's only 46 in this list. Reason is because the mechanoid, the guardian, is counted once, and the Shikuri is another, so they are not counted here, and they will only be available if you enable the storyline. And I tend to not enable that storyline because it makes for a very different gameplay. Now let's dial this back so that we won't have a actually I think I have all these disabled. I think this is also another discussion I have with my friend, and he suggests that I run it without any of these, and when we get to a point where we already feel like we win, and we stop. But I think I will go ahead and turn this down to, let's say, 65%. 80% is difficult because you especially for economy, because in order to do that you would really have to win the majority of the galaxy, as you may have seen in my Ex-Human Authority game, because with the corruption your non-core planets do not generate much of the economy at all. So I was in order to get to 80% economy, I had to conquer pretty much all the galaxy to get that. So 65 sounds more reasonable. And this I do not want to enable these story events again, because they make for a very different a campaign sort of feel to the game, and we want more of a free play. So let's start the game. It'll take a little bit to generate the galaxy. I will pause the recording until it's done, and here we are. Welcome to your empire, the Blue Ergreagds. I don't know. Again, please. I think I actually misspelled that name. There's supposed to be an R there where that A was. Anyway, so we are the ruler of the Ergreagds, the Ergreagds Commonwealth, and we have one colony and one system. And this is very standard, so I will take a screenshot here to make the cover for all the videos, and we'll do that. So let's go ahead and pause this game here real quick. Stop playing and pause. So at the beginning of the game, I like to pause the game and just save it, so that I have a reference point in case I need to come back and redo something or anything like that. It's just nice to have a reference point. Before I go too far, let's go ahead and garrison this one as well. Decent attack and defense, actually in the low end, I think. But a couple things I do want to talk about, and I think I did not mention at the beginning. Can I change teams from here? I cannot. Let's go ahead and manually control lot of these things. Well, importantly, the tax rate, location, and make sure there's especially this pirate things to control manually. Not that it matters here because we don't have any pirates. Well, maybe. Resume. Let's go in here, and the first thing I do want to do is set this to 0 for growth. So what was it I was going to talk about? A couple things. First of all, modification to the mods. Instead of the base, the full mod, the Beyond Extended Universe mod, I took that and then applied a few things. First of all, I put in Syrian resource mod. I really like Syrian resource mod. There's these various icons here. It's basically the same game icon as a game except with different background and border that really highlight the different kind of resources. So you have the black border for the strategic resource, the gold color for the super luxury, and then without a white border for the regular luxury. So you can, at a glance, you can really see what is important, what is not, and I really like that aspect of it. So I always use this mod. I have also back out the Dascro mod just because I'm more familiar with these icons, and I feel that it works a lot better for me to use these icons instead of the Dascro icons. I find myself stumbling through those quite a bit. And then I also add in the standard other two mods that I always use. The green message mod, which changed the planet capture of planet loss and intelligent agent capture and loss, or success and fail mission icons to distinguish them a little bit better, and also the null sound alarm mod, which silent the klaxon. I'll include the links to all those in the video's description. And then I was going to say something else that I completely forgot. Oh, the other thing that I'm going to do in this series is that I am going to try and min-max a lot of things. Normally I don't do this because I feel that the game is meant to be played more like a soap opera game, and some of these things that are automatically built is the way to go. However, with this difficulty settings and all the improvement to the AI and all these different alliances and things, and the chance of me fighting 20 races at once, I do want to put myself in the best position as possible, and if that means min-maxing the games, I think it will be an interesting way to play. I've always been curious about how that would play out when you try to maximize all your research, and I think that's the main thing: maximize research and population policies and all those things. So I will attempt to do that as best as I can. I might not be consistent at it, and if that's the case, please let me know. If I'm doing something a little bit or not a little bit, but on the dummy side, then please let me know, and I'll see if I can fix that. And I do try to release hopefully one video of this series a day, and I probably would not record too far in advance given my schedule. So if you have a comment, the chances that I will be able to see it and respond to it before too many videos have been recorded. So anyway, this is the introduction and setup, and like I said at the beginning, we're not going to play anything until the next episode. So stay tuned, and hopefully I will see you then. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.